Hi guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how to ventilate a 2x6 closure. I'm going to be sharing deep secrets with you, how to ventilate it in a vertical pattern, but it's going to come out looking very natural and realistic. So if you want to know how, watch to the end of this video. And if I'm not able to finish it in this particular part, this is going to be part 1. If I'm not able to finish it, just watch out, subscribe, and then watch out for the final look. Okay, so this is a 2x6 closure. Let's start. Okay, so first you'll be needing your mannequin head. Your mannequin head, that's where you're going to place your 2x6 closure on and ventilate. And then I have my pencil. My pencil is to draw lines. You're going to draw vertical lines on the 2x6 closure. And then I have my ventilating needle. Mine is a little bit rusty, but this is 2 to 3 pins, but it's still usable. 2 to 3 pin. If you're a ventilator, you understand. If you're not a ventilator, when you get your set, when it comes in a set, like it comes with different pins. So for this particular pin, it can take 2 to 3 strands. And then I have a comb. This comb is to brush through the hair I'm going to be using to remove short hairs. And then I'm using attachments. I'm using attachments for this particular closure, and this is in color 2. Color 2 is a very natural color. So if you want to use something that looks close to a human hair, color 2 is best sent for you. So these are the things I'm going to use, and I have my 2x6 closure. So these are the things I'm going to be using for this ventilation. So my pencil is kind of blunt, but what I was trying to do, I was trying to draw lines. Some people will just hold it into two like this and then draw 2 lines at this side. But what I was trying to do, or what I'm going to do, or what I'm doing is that I drew 3 lines, okay, and I included this stick part. Most people don't know that for you to get a natural braided wig, you have to ventilate on this stick part because you're going to braid on it. So this thick part is going to form a box also. So for this 2x6, I'm having 3 lines, like 3 rows. I'm having 3 rows. So I'm going to ventilate 3 rows on this side, 3 rows on this other side, and then I'm going to have my middle part. This is my middle part. It's not that straight, but based on I've been ventilating, so it's not going to be difficult for me to know my middle part. But for you to get the middle part, just fold it like this and draw the middle part. Make sure that it's well seen. Okay, I'm so sorry that my lines didn't come out that well. Okay, but as I ventilate, I'm going to explain. I already know the number of boxes I need for this 2x6, so as I'm ventilating, I'm going to explain to you. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do is to place our 2x6 on our mannequin. So this is the mannequin. I use white paper because it enables me to see the holes clearly without stress. Okay, so first of all, we are going to pin this paper. Or let's say we get the exact, size of this. I don't know if I'm with my scissors. So let's just do a rough something now. So this is it. This is what we are going to have. Place it on your mannequin. Place it on your mannequin, and then you pin. I have pins here, so pin the center, very important, and the back first, so that it's going to be very firm. Okay, so front and the back is already.
Okay, so I've shown you guys what the box looks like. I'm still going to ventilate. I'm going to show you how I fill this box up, but I'm just showing you what it looks like after filling. You can see that it's a vertical pattern that I use, but it's not giving this harsh line. It's not giving that unrealistic look that you see most people ventilate, because I actually filled up all I filled up the box. It's not just scanty, I filled it up. So I'm going to show you how I did that. So first off, I'm going to braid it because I don't want it getting in my way. So I'm going to braid it, and so that it will not get in the way when I'm trying to ventilate the next box. So I just braid it up I braid it so you can see how it's looking already, and I've not even added my attachment and all. This is how you get your realistic braided wigs. That's how most of my wigs, they come out very realistic. People will be like, are you sure you're wearing a wig? This is the pattern. If you want to do a vertical pattern, this is it. And then when you want to ventilate the next box, you skip 2 lines for the pattern. Okay, so I've said I want to show you now how I was able to fill the box up. So the hole that is at the side of the previously, like you see, I'm just ventilating, like I'm ventilating at the side where I see space, like where I see a hole. I don't know if you understand, but I'm still skipping one hole. So it seems like I'm not skipping lines, but I'm only skipping holes. So that's how I'm able to fill it up. So you can see that at the side there where I see a hole, that's where I ventilate. So you just keep going like that. After I'm done with this particular line, you go to the next line, you go to the base, and then you see that particular hole as in at the side. I won't say in between because it's not in between the two previous, it's just at the side down. You ventilate it, you skip a hole, you go to the next one. That's where you can see available space to knot. You knot it, and then you keep going up. That's how you go line by line till you're going to fill up the box. Okay, so just keep going like that, keep going. You can see where I'm ventilating. That's where you're taking 2 strands. And another thing, you should take 2 strands, 2 to 3 strands, but I prefer 2 strands because that's what gives it a very natural look. Don't pick more than 3 strands. And if you're working with this 2x6, I prefer you do 2 strands. But if you're working with full lace, you can do 3 strands at the back and then 2 strands at the front to give it this natural finish. But here I'm working with 2 strands of hair, and I use expression in color 2. It has this natural look that it gives. So I just keep ventilating at the side of the 2 previously ventilated. You can see what I'm doing. Where I see space, that's where I just ventilate, and then I skip a hole and go to the next hole. Okay, and I ventilate again. So that's how you continue till you fill up the box. You just continue that way till you fill up the box. You go to the next line and then you continue ventilating. You see the hole that I'm filling. You take 2 strands and then you knot it, you skip a hole, you go to the next hole, you take 2 strands and then you knot it. This is how your wig is going to come out very natural, very very natural. Your wig will look very very different. People have been telling me that your wigs look very different. This is the reason why. Okay, even if you're not able to get a human hair closure, you can opt for this. You won't even tell that you're wearing a wig with this pattern. It's very natural. Even if it's a straight vertical line, they say vertical lines, the vertical pattern is very harsh, it shows harsh lines, you get. So but if you use this particular pattern, yes, it's a little bit time consuming, but your customer will be very satisfied. Okay, and you have to charge accordingly, right? So but you're giving your customer quality for less. It's very affordable. You can make it affordable, but you still charge your price, you still charge your what. Okay, but when your customer sees the wig, she'll be very happy, and the compliments that she'll get from this wig will be mind-blowing. Okay, so you just keep feeling. That's how you fill it up. You just keep going like that. You skip a hole, you go to the next hole, you take 2 strands and then you knot. You go again, take 2 strands, you knot. This is how you just fill up the box and you have your natural looking braided wig. This is part 1. In the next video, I'm going to show you how you can give spacing when you're going upward. Remember, I told you that at the side you give 2 lines to part, like at the side, 2 lines at the center. But when you're going up, you're going to just keep a hole because you don't want the thing is that you don't want the boxes to look far apart. So if you give 2 lines, it's going to be very very obvious. Okay, so we are going to just keep a hole when we are moving upward. Like you see that one I already did, but I think I gave two lines, so you're just going to come back for part 2, where I show you how you can space the up. But for the sides, it's just 2 lines. You can see 2 lines at the side. Okay, but this particular one I did at the up part, I think I did 2 lines, and it's a mistake, so you're not going to follow that pattern. It's too far apart. You can see how the space in between it is too far. You just have to skip one hole. But at the side, you can see that I skipped just 2 lines. Okay, for the side, 2 lines is enough, so it won't be that close. You can see the inside, you can see how it is very full and very fine. Not that full, but it's okay. Okay, it's good. It's good that you fill up the boxes. It's going to give you a natural look, a natural finish. All right, a natural finish. So I'm just going to plate that up, and you can see that for my 2x6 I ventilated on the thick part. Most people will come and crochet on this thick part, but that's why the wigs are always looking bumpy at the sides. When you ventilate on that thick part, it will make you braid on that part, and your wigs are going to be very flat. My wigs now are very, very flat. Like, I don't have to crochet, I don't have to waste extensions anymore trying to cover these thick parts. This is one top secret I'm giving to you guys. I'm giving you on this platform. So I see most braiders, even most professional braiders, still crochet on this part, trying to hide this thick part. But you don't have to do all that. You can just simply ventilate on it and then braid it. Okay, simply ventilate on it and braid it. Now for this part, you can just ventilate randomly, because truth be told, you won't be able to see all the holes. So I just did a random ventilation. I wasn't really following, you get, because it's at the end, no, so people won't really see that, like, it's still going to come out fine. You just have to ventilate randomly, but try to space it a bit. Okay, that's what I did for this side. You just space it a bit. That's all you do. Space it a bit, but like, still do it randomly, because if you want to follow the lines, it's not that visible. So you can see me, I'm just taking 2 strands and I'm just working my way up, giving a little space, just working my way up. Okay, working my way up. I just want to ensure that it's a bit covered. You get, it's a bit covered. I'm just taking 2 strands, I'm working. Ventilation is not easy. You can see the struggle. Just imagine I fixed my nails, because I had to remove my nails this morning for me to do this video. Just imagine I'm ventilating with my nails, how stressful it will be. Like, ventilating with nails would be so stressful. Just imagine how I'm struggling right now. That thick part is always very hard to ventilate, because it's thicker than the normal area, so it takes a little bit of time, but you just have to do it if you want your wig to come out very flat, very natural. You just have to ventilate on that part. Okay, I know before I used to crochet and cover up, but in this wig business, you have to upgrade. You have to find better ways to do things. Okay, if you crochet on this thick part now, it will make your work to look bumpy at the sides. I was doing it before, but since I learned this pattern, my wigs have come out very natural, very fine, and very light, and it doesn't waste extensions. So this is now the upgraded pattern that I use to ventilate for my client, and it comes out very, very fine. So you can see that I'm just trying to cover it up. Okay, so this part I had to do a voiceover, because if I'm talking and I'm doing it, I won't really concentrate. And I think my friend came over, so I was just gisting with her. I was gisting with her as I was ventilating. Okay, so I'll just show you guys. Okay, I'm at the end. I'm just trying to cover the ends up. You can see I'm trying to cover the ends up. Okay, so this is how you're going to make your wig very, very natural. You see, I'm almost at the end. I'm just taking my 2 strands, maintaining my 2 strands. Okay, I'm just maintaining my 2 strands. All right, so I think I'm done, and voila, this is it. I finished one particular part, or should I say one column. I think I finished one column or one row, anyone, but this is how it is. You can see it. I skipped 2 lines. Okay, so it's going to, we're having 3 boxes on each side, like 3. Okay, so I think I'm going to do a total of the boxes. In the next video I'm going to explain Okay, so I'm going to leave that for the next video. As I'm going up, it's a long closure, so the 2x6 closure is going to be a long part down. So I've just done 3 boxes, and this is it, just showing you how it is. It might not look that fine to you right now, but when I finish braiding, I'm going to still do a video where I get to braid it. When I braid it and you see it, and then you see me wear it, you will know what I'm talking about. You will see the practical difference. Like, you will see the difference between these braids, like ventilating your closure this way, and then the regular one that people do. Okay, so thank you for watching. Bye, and see you in part 2.